Hey everybody, my name is Tim Lee Michael, and it's time to do another art tutorial, another guide. And today we're going to be looking at, just very quickly, talking a little bit about doing some 3D shading. Help this nose pop out a little bit. Now this is going to be more cartoon style, so it's just going to be very simple, flat tone, but I want to show you kind of where to expect light and shadow, and I think it'll be a big help for you. So what we're going to do first really quick is drop in a background gray tone, just so it kind of sets the standard of what we can expect as we continue to shade this forward. And I'm going to grab a dark gray so that we have something to actually do the shadow on. And let's go ahead and start with the basics and important areas. For instance, here on the bottom of the nose is one area that you're definitely going to have to keep an eye on as you're doing your shading. The bottom of that circle. And just like if you had a circle and you were shading it, you would shade the bottom that would be facing away from the sun, and the behind that would be facing away from the sun if the sun was coming from that general direction. So in the same way, you would want to do the exact same thing with this as well. Let me go ahead and change my brush a little bit so I can get a little bit of a better handle on this. So you can see that I try to create that same look here. Now, same on the bottom of the nostril here. The nostril here is going to be underneath where I'm shading right now, which you can probably barely see. And then right here next to the eyes is going to be a lot of shadow right here. And really, it stays pretty dark throughout the bottom of the eyebrow until you get to the edge of the eyebrow. And usually there'll be a bit of a bulge in this area over here, and same on the other side. Now obviously we're spreading away from the nose a little bit and getting into the anatomy of the face, but don't worry, we'll cover that in the future too. And then here along the side of the nose, though it's pointed towards the light, it won't be this dark, but it will be a little bit darker than your main source. So you could shade this if you wanted to, and the same on the other side as well. Now, depending on where your sun is coming from, that, like I said, is not going to be as in deep a shadow. So let me go ahead and just grab my gray here, and I'm just going to take it a step lower, and I'll reshade this just that deep, slightly deeper tone so you can get that idea. Now, when it comes down to it, when it comes to caricature, you're usually just popping in a couple quick colors, and that really helps push it out. As you can see, this nose is kind of popping out towards us, and we can do the same thing with highlights. So let's go ahead and grab a little highlight here, and we're going to put a little highlight on the top of the nose where it seems pretty intense. On here on the nostril is going to be a rather intense area, and then along the bridge of the nose coming up is going to be another area along here. Now, usually, you'd also put some extreme highlight points, and so I'll go ahead and do that as well in like one or two little key areas. Usually just the tip of the nose is the best way to go. And then finally, let's go ahead and also add the brow ridge, which is going to sit right here, and that's going to cross over to the other eyebrow. Neat little important details that really help make the face pop out. These are all things that you need to be aware of as you're doing your shading on the face. And as you start looking at noses, you need to be inspired to see them in 3D. So as you start looking at how to draw them, seeing them in that 3D form that we were already talking about, and then utilizing the shading to help you see it, to help you see these let me turn this layer back on. These hills and valleys that make up this nose and the structure behind it. So that is just a really quick little shading tutorial because I want to get you prepared for where we're headed next, and that's to really start looking at noses in a 3D form. And we got a lot to look forward to, and I'm looking forward to show it to you guys. So if you enjoyed this video, and they're quick, but they're fun. Please do me a favor, hit that like button and hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you can see when new videos come out from us. We try to release 2 new videos a week if we're lucky, the very best we can. And look forward to showing you even more about the nose coming up. We just finished a whole series on eyes that you can check out as well, and we're going to be doing the whole face because we're looking at teaching you how to draw caricatures. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Tim Lee Michael, and welcome to Draw Too Much Sketch Lessons on my channel, Tim Lee Michael. I'll see you next time. Bye.